Bowser personifies the idea of a final boss in Smash Ultimate. He's the #1 heaviest character in the game, making him one of the hardest hitters and the hardest to kill. Yet he has deceptively fast movement speed and frame data. His moveset is beyond good, and just about every move has a purpose, which gives him a decent combo game, good range, and very threatening mix-up options. These factors, combined with an absolutely devastating punish game, allow him to be quite a versatile character that can be played effectively aggressively or defensively, and make Bowser undoubtedly the best super heavy in Ultimate. Bowser's main tools in neutral depend on how he's being played, but for the most part, your best friend in neutral is forward air. Fair has a huge range that covers above him, in front of him, below him, and at the end, even slightly behind him. It also has very low landing lag, and if spaced well, it can be decently safe against characters with limited range or weak out of shield options. Landing a fair will always put you in an advantage by giving you stage control or acting as a combo starter with things like fair in a grab, side B, F tilt, or even fair strings at low percents. Retreating fair is also great since it can outrange many approach options. Grab is another one of Bowser's best options in neutral. Bowser has one of the best and biggest range grabs in the game, so it can be used in all ways, whether aggressively with dash grab, defensively with shield grab, or bait and punish with pivot grab. As well, his up throw combos are one of his main ways to get low percent damage, so they're definitely something you want to nail down. It's also very easy to get more than one up throw combo back to back at low percent because opponents just love trying to land aggressively. Those of you who have been watching my channel for a while have seen just how often I get multiple up throw combos back to back by landing a grab into up throw fair or up air, fast falling, shielding, then letting the opponent aggress on our shield to get a second grab out of shield into another up throw combo. We very often get about 50 to 60% at the start of a stock for this. Neutral air acts similarly to fair but with some key trade-offs. In exchange for doing a better job covering all around him and being better to start combos, it has more landing lag and less range, making it a less safe option. A more committal option is Fire Breath. For the most part, you'll want to jump in with Fire Breath so that it's less telegraphed. Fire Breath can even poke through shield, and if you manage to catch an opponent up close with Fire Breath, they'll be eating 30 to 50%. However, it's very committal and will lock you into the animation and lag after. So if you miss, expect to be hard punished. Some grounded options in neutral are Bowser's tilts as they've got good range. Up tilt is a great anti-air and catches landings very well. You can also mix up an approach with these using sliding tilts for extra range. However, like Fire Breath, they do have a decent amount of end lag. Jab is also a great tool in neutral because like fair, it can be decently safe against characters with limited range or weak out of shield options. At 0, jab can also combo into grab for a very quick 40-ish% damage string. If you do happen to catch your opponent in shield on jab 1, you can also mix things up with jab 1 into side B or jab 1 into down B. Bowser is also very effective when played defensively in neutral since he's got great out of shield options. He's one of the few characters that still has a good shield grab, and securing grab into his up throw combos will net you tons of quick and easy damage on the opponent. His up B out of shield comes out at frame 6 and covers all around him, which even makes it good against cross-ups. It's no wonder that his up B out of shield has been and still is notorious as one of the best out of shield options in every Smash game. Up smash can also be used very well defensively because it's got armor and even invincibility on the shell from frame 14 to 27. As well, it comes out of shield at frame 16. As you can see, Bowser can get a lot out of just sitting in shield and playing defensively. If an opponent touches Bowser's shield, they'll be in for a bad time. This is one of the reasons he's so dangerous when played with bait and punish style. Bowser's tough guy mechanic allows him to resist flinching against and power through moves with low knockback, such as rapid jabs and some low knockback projectiles. This can give him a big advantage in neutral against some characters whose gameplay heavily involves their rapid jab. Bowser also has damage based armor on a lot of his moves. This combined with tough guy allow him to simply power through and win a lot of trades. As some of you may have already seen, I've got a fully detailed combo guide up on the channel already, so we'll only be loosely covering combos in this video. For a more thoroughly broken down look at combos that details execution and everything, be sure to check that video out. I'll have the link in the description. Bowser will be looking for combos at low percent from grab with his up throw combos. Up throw at low percents can combo into fair, nair, up air, and even rarely back air. These up throw combos should be reactionary following their DI. Don't go for the same input every time because they can mix up their DI out of the up throw, so be sure to read and follow their DI to secure the hit. Bowser can also start combos with nair. Depending on what hit of nair you land, you can follow up with F tilt and up tilt at low percents, as well as fair, up air, and back air at low to high percents. Nair combos and follow-ups depend on what hit of nair you land and require you to follow your opponent. Forward air can also act as a combo starter with things like fair into jab, grab, side B, F tilt, or even fair strings at low percents. Again, for a much more thoroughly detailed look into Bowser's combos that goes into execution as well as way more combo options, be sure to check out my Bowser combo guide, which will be linked in the description. Bowser's got some incredible mix-up options, especially on platforms. Opponents will very often be shielding on platforms, so if you're able to catch them shielding on a platform, Bowser can take advantage of this with aerial command grab to grab them out of shield, or jumping onto their shield and using down B Bowser Bomb to break their shield. Bowser is great at mixing up shields in general because of his specials. Empty hops into side B are great as the empty hop mixes the opponent up and has them expecting an aerial attack, so they put up shield or air dodge, allowing you to land with side B to grab them while they're trying to shield. Down B of course breaks shield, so you can do things like using lots of down air at first to condition them into holding shield on your landing and then mixing up by landing with down B on their shield to break their shield. As mentioned before, you can also mix up jab 1 with side B or jab 1 down B if you do happen to catch your opponent in shield on jab 1. Of course, Bowser always has the option of Bowser side off stage. Things to keep in mind with this are that Bowser always dies first and that the player with less damage percent will have more control. In the Ditto, the receiving Bowser can actually survive and make it back on some stages. I do have a video for this as well, so I'll link it in the description. Bowser can also mix up approaching opponents with B reverse fire breath or platform drop fire breath. If an opponent misses a tech situation, Bowser has a few jab lock options with down smash or down B. Down B will do more damage, however because of the launch angle and end lag, it doesn't allow you to hold advantage state as well as down smash. Bowser's smash attacks are incredibly powerful and can kill opponents at literally as low as 25% with some charge. However, they are punishable on whiff as they do have significant end lag. This is why reads and mix-ups are where Bowser can make the best use of his smash attacks. Things like nair into up smash to punish aggressive opponents trying to land with an attack, or nair into F smash to read and punish air dodge can seal out stocks incredibly early. Bowser's smash attacks are beyond deadly for hard reads like dashing back to bait something into your F smash, up smash to catch roll out ledge, or holding a charge F smash to call out an air dodge. These hard reads are risky of course, but they can be well worth the risk since landing one means closing out a stock super early. Now I promised you guys the best Bowser guide on all of YouTube. To make good on that promise, I reached out to Leon and he was happy to help and contribute to the guide. So let's hand it off to Leon for this next segment.
Hey guys, Leon here. So despite being a heavy, Bowser is actually a pretty versatile character in the sense that he can be played effectively both aggressively and defensively. The Bowsers who have had the most success are the ones who are able to combine a mixture of these styles, capitalize in their advantage state, and get themselves out of disadvantage consistently. Some of the problems that I see when I watch other Bowsers include a bad disadvantage state. I find that a lot of Bowsers have a hard time landing or using their recovery properly to get back to the stage consistently. Fishing for bad options like random side Bs or up B out of shields or down airs that are just not going to connect. But then at the same time, some Bowsers play way too safe, which you kind of don't want to do all the time because Bowser has hard-hitting moves that can easily swing the tides in your favor. So the best Bowsers are the ones who are able to choose the right options in neutral to stay safe and escape disadvantage, but at the same time going for big plays like smash attacks or shield breaks in the right situation to make comebacks or to close out stocks. Like I said before, Bowser can be played both aggressively and defensively. A good example of when to become aggressive includes when you're playing against a zoner type character. For instance, Hero. Hero's neutral is based around charge shot and powering up with his spells. You don't want to sit back and let Hero set up with his spells. You want to run in and make sure that you can stop him before he gets started. So that's a good example of when to turn up the aggression, because if you're running him down and smothering him, it's going to be really hard for him to set up. On the other hand, playing defensively is also pretty good in some matchups. For instance, if you're fighting against Palu, a lot of Bowsers will try to run in, jump at Palu, and be aggressive, and she just stuffs him out with neutral air. So it's better to play bait and punish with your shield. If she nairs into your shield, you can up B immediately after, and it's a punish. You just don't want to shield too much because then people are going to start to grab you. But that's a good example of how defensive play can help you succeed in different matchups. One of Bowser's biggest struggles in this game is getting at a disadvantage. Since he's a big body, it could be really easy to juggle him and really hard for him to get back to the stage. So knowing your mix-ups out of disadvantage is really important. For instance, Dare on stage is pretty good for getting you at a disadvantage and helping you land, but it's risky because if you do it too much, they're going to start to shield it. So you have to rely on other options, which include down B, the shield breaker move. If you think they're going to shield, then you can down B onto their shield, and boom, it's a free shield break. So that's pretty good. And you can also use down B to snap to the ledge. So that can help you just quickly get back down to the ledge and kind of reset from there. Air dodges are really good on stage as well. They can help you kind of trick your opponent or get through sticky situations. Phantom footstools are a really good mix-up, even though it's a little trickier to get them. Basically, if you jump right above your opponent, you'll get an extra jump. So it's a really good mix-up, but you have to be really on point with it because it's kind of hard. Empty landings are good. Sometimes if your opponent thinks that you're going to down air or down B because you've done it before, they'll kind of respect your landing a little bit, so you can land a lot easier. Like, you don't have to do anything, you can just kind of land. And then B reverse flame could be really good, because if you're in the air and you quickly turn around and use flame to land, you can either get a lot of damage or force your opponent to shield the flame, which could lead to you resetting the situation. So knowing all of these mix-ups is really important to help you get at a disadvantage. So a general tip that I have to help Bowsers who are struggling to improve is to work on your patience and try not to pull the trigger so early. A lot of Bowsers, myself included, will throw out really bad options because they get kind of nervous because their opponent gets close to them or something. But you have to be really careful, because I find that a lot of Bowsers will up B very early and get punished hard for it, or just down air at a disadvantage, or go for random smash attacks and stuff like that, and it just doesn't work out for them, and they wind up getting hard punished. So yes, you have to be aggressive and you have to take risks, but you have to be calculated about it, because a lot of times I find that Bowsers just kind of pull the trigger all the time, and it's just not good to do that. So yeah, you have to be careful, measure your risks, and try not to spam smash attacks in neutral.
Huge thank you and shout out to Leon for coming on and contributing to the guide. I promised you guys the best, so I brought on the very best Bowser of all. If that doesn't deserve a like, I don't know what does, so if you haven't already, be sure to hit that thumbs up button, guys. Leave a like on the video and subscribe to the channel if you aren't subscribed already. Of course, if for whatever reason you aren't already following Leon on Twitch and Twitter, be sure to do so as well. His links will also be in the description. Like with combos, I already have a full ledge trapping and edge guarding guide, so we'll only be loosely covering this subject here. Again, for a more detailed look that goes over how to cover just about every option for ledge trapping and edge guarding, be sure to check that video out. Link will also be in the description. Bowser has among the best ledge trapping in the whole game. Down angled fire breath is a super free edge guarding option since it's always active to cover most low recoveries. Fair at ledge covers just about everything. Double jump fair can cover high recoveries, run off fair covers low, and fair on stage and retreating fair covers just about any ledge trap option like jump, neutral get up attack, and roll, because its range is just so huge. Up tilt acts in a similar manner to fair of covering everything on ledge because of its range. These are options you can just kind of throw out to cover everything, but some more reactionary options at ledge can be secured by holding shield and reacting, such as up B or side B to cover roll, up smash or back air to cover jump, or down smash to cover get up attack. For get up attack, Laddie from the Bowser Discord put together this chart that shows how Bowser can cover each character's get up attacks. This source is a bit older, so a few DLCs are missing. I've shown this source a few times already, but I figured I'd include it in this video as well since this is the comprehensive guide. Bowser has some 2-framing options like down tilt, F tilt, and even down B. For 2-framing, you'll see most Bowsers using F tilt because it's active for 5 frames and just has a huge hitbox. Down B and down air are some good mix-up ledge options that, in the right situations, can cover anything the opponent does at ledge and even lead to a spike kill. Again, Bowser pretty much has unlimited tools at ledge, which is why he has some of the best ledge trapping in the whole game. For a more fleshed out look at these options, be sure to check out that Bowser ledge trapping and edge guarding guide, which will be linked in the description. There really are no stages that are terrible for Bowser. However, I do believe he benefits from platforms for a few reasons. He has more mix-up options on platforms like aerial side B or down B to catch opponents shielding on platforms, and up smash or up tilt for platform tech chases. Platforms can also lead to some extended combos and mix-ups with up smash and up air, and he can also mix up his own landings better with platforms. With bad DI from the opponent, Bowser can find some very early kills with side B on platforms. Yoshi's Story is one of Bowser's best stages because of what he can do with the plats. The smaller blast zones and platform layout make it so that the platforms actually help him with securing side B kills earlier, unlike with Battlefield where the increased blast zones make it so that side B doesn't actually kill earlier than FD unless the opponent has bad TI. PS2 is also great because the platforms give you options like run off fair or fire breath on the platform for even more ledge trapping options than Bowser already has in his arsenal. Town and City can also be great because of the platform configurations with the plats high and off to the sides. These platforms can help you get very early side B kills and deadly fair edge guards. And that is the Bowser Comprehensive Guide. Again, big shout out and thanks to Leon, the best Bowser in the world, for coming on and contributing to this guide. His Twitter and Twitch will be in the description below, so if you aren't already, be sure to follow him. Hope you all have found this guide useful and that it helps you improve your Bowser gameplay. If you enjoyed it, please do remember to hit the thumbs up for me guys, leave a like on the video and drop a comment below, and subscribe to the channel for more. A lot of work went into this video guys, so do be sure to hit that thumbs up. Thanks again for watching and I will see you guys in the next one.